Cigar Club, what's going on? Welcome to another Cigar Club podcast where we talk all things cigars. Joining me, as always, is Griff Howie, and on today's episode, we're going to be talking about and smoking the first cigars we ever had when we started smoking. Griff, I know you're really excited to smoke this cigar. Tell them what you've got.
I don't even want to tell them what I have.
There's no shame in it.
It's the Acid Kuba Kuba.
You're upset with it, but that's probably the most smoked cigar in the world.
Surprisingly, I can't smell the sweetness from the wrapper.
Well, normally you take the cellophane off.
But I'm surprised it's usually so potent it comes through the cellophane. You know what I mean? And here it comes for the first sniffer test.
Oh, he's excited, folks.
It's just like,
it's just
bitter.
It's just a sweet, like sugar smell. Like it's not like blueberries or anything like that, which the band makes me think of, but it just smells like a simple syrup.
Honest to God, I'm not excited to smoke this whatsoever. And look, the wrapper's even all screwed up.
Well, it's not the highest of quality of tobaccos, but I think you're going to enjoy this. It's
a good size. I mean,
it is. It'll let you know how far you've come.
So
and
it's been since college, I would think. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. It's been 8 years.
Really? You're going to really like it.
It's been eight years.
And if you don't, it'll give you appreciation for the cigars that you do smoke.
Just the band is so bad.
Well,
everything about it's bad.
I fortunately started off really well.
I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
One of the first cigars that I remember ever smoking, and it probably was the first cigar that I actually did ever smoke, is going to be the AVO Classic. This is the number 2, which is a 6x50 Toro. And I'm actually super excited about this. This was the cigar that I had in reference to when I was blending my cigar that'll be the June Customs. So glad that's not any customs related cigars. And
shit's falling out of it. And
those are the Beatles.
The cold draw.
Talk to me. Is it a sweet tip too?
God, yes. It just grabs.
Well, this is going to be a short one here, folks. I don't know if he's going to actually smoke this whole thing.
You think I'm a drama king, but this is horrible.
Well, I'm going to enjoy mine, and I'll probably smoke this whole cigar.
Oh, God, it just stains your lips.
You said that was 8 years ago. Did you smoke them regularly, or?
No, so I don't know who told me to start with Acid Kuba Kubas. I don't know who told me to start with acids to begin with.
Yeah.
I think I smoked a couple, and I maybe continued to migrate towards this specific one, but horrible
So
suggestion.
you did like it at some point. I mean, it did kick off other cigars for you to smoke, I guess.
I think maybe I was scared to get into something like that.
Yeah.
And I knew maybe this wouldn't be, I don't know, as harsh or...
cigar-y, so to speak.
Now it's even more harsh than regular cigars, but...
Did you smoke cigarettes before?
Nope, never smoked a cigarette in my life.
Good for you.
Smoking kills.
It does.
It's still on my lips. I just can't.
Like the Tabasco drink.
It ain't going anywhere. Yeah. Yeah, that Tabasco drink that we drank last night, that stayed on your lips. Here you go. Yeah, that's not my favorite lighter. Toss it. There you go.
So I can't promise that I'm going to smoke this for more than a minute.
I'll be impressed if you get that far. But you were saying it's your first cigar, and honestly, I'm curious to see if you still think it's a good first cigar, because I think for a lot of people, it is their first cigar. I mean, it is. Acid's number 1 cigar is the Kuba Kuba. A lot of people gravitate towards that cigar as their very first cigar. And for all the reasons that I think you were given it, it's not offensive. People enjoy the sweetness because it's the predominant note, or I imagine is the predominant note.
Yeah, I'd really love to go back in time and try to recall when I was at the cigar shop what the conversation was.
Yeah.
But it was probably something like, I've never smoked cigars, I'm new to cigars, and I'm obviously dragging this out so I don't have to start smoking this thing.
Good toast.
And he was probably like, well, why don't you start with sweet tips? Or sweetened, whatever we're calling these cigars.
Infused.
God damn.
Well, and so I probably had this cigar 15, 16 years ago was my very first cigar. So probably when I was 15, 14, 15, or 16 years old. But when I started getting back into cigars in 2016, I was at an event, and the first cigar that he gave me was a sweetened tipped Connecticut. It wasn't infused.
Oh, I'm gonna gag.
Oh.
You want to try it?
No, I don't actually. I have zero desire to try that. You look like you're really excited.
Can you at least take one puff?
All right. Want a puff of mine?
No. It just grabs you.
Oh, it's just on my lips.
I know.
It's on my lips. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh gosh.
I can't continue with this.
I think I would enjoy it if it wasn't sweet and tipped.
Probably.
The infusion of the tobacco is not offensive, but the sweetness of the tip of the cigar just coats my tongue and lips. And
Get me something else.
Put a timer on the screen for how long that was.
oh heck yeah. Oh,
But I do recall, it's so bad.
it won't go off my lips. It's
I
like
know.
smoking with chapstick on, which I hate to do.
And I had chapstick on.
So am I getting your chapstick or the cigar?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Well, I appreciate the effort. You got
sorry we
2
wasted,
puffs.
what was it, $8?
What are you smoking here?
So I'm smoking, which I smoked last night at Deadlow Brewery, the Fratello Nevada Inverso exclusive size,
Did you already cut it? Oh, I was hoping we get a tight shot on
which
the
I can't
pigtail.
recall the size exactly, but
It's a 4 7/8 by 50.
is it 50?
I think it might be a little. Maybe it's a 48, but it's 4 7/8 length. Gorgeous size, super tight. Probably one of
Super
the
tight.
cutest pigtails. The Patrimonio exclusive Flacco probably has the tightest pigtail, but it's just a short little pigtail, and quickly has become my favorite Fratello cigar. Not even just the Nevada Inverso. That's much better.
Yeah. Oh,
The room note that this is giving off is not offensive. It's to me, it's literally just that sweet tip.
everything's offensive about it.
I get why it's an appeal, though.
So, why I gravitated towards the Kuba Kuba, I don't know. But this was a ritual we had in college.
Mm-hmm.
And talking about it now, we were just idiots, which is no surprise. But
Well, we all were in college.
we would go get cigars at the shop. I guess this is how freaking bored we were. And then we would drive out to the intramural fields. Tons of acres of fields. And there was a massive storm drain that ran underneath the fields. There was like a retention pond, like a holding pond in the corner, which had fences, and clearly you were not supposed to cross the fence or go in the fence. We jumped the fence to get into basically the start of where all the water would drain, which, mind you, it's going down. So it's going deeper and deeper into somewhere.
Like, is there water in there, or is
No,
it
it was
empty?
dry.
Gotcha.
That night, we did this twice. That night, both nights, it was completely dry. Jumped the fence. We have our Kuba Kubas, and it's probably it's a massive drain, probably a 5 or even a 4.5, 5 foot tall drain pipe. So just enough you got to hunch down. But big enough you can clearly walk, no problem.
And you're what, 18, 19?
I guess, yeah. And obviously it's a full pipe, so you're kind of like walking on
Yeah.
the sides. So your calves start burning, and
Oh God, yeah.
so then we get inside, and it's me, my buddy Garrett, and I think my other buddy Joe Rabel was there as well. Cut the cigars and light them up in the pipe.
Pitch dark too, I imagine.
Pitch dark. We've got our phone
This
flashlights.
is something out of It.
We just start essentially hotboxing this drain pipe.
With Kuba Kubas.
So we start lighting them up, and whoever's second or third is getting blasted by the smoke because we're smoking and walking. We start walking down, straight down. I mean, it's not straight down, but it's
Yeah.
for water to flow down.
Did you have like flashlights to be able to
Yeah,
make sure you're not stepping on
we had our
snakes
phone. We were
and
looking
rocks?
for snakes. It was a super clean pipe, actually.
Really? Huh.
We start walking down for a solid 20 minutes. At this point, no idea where we are under the ground.
Jesus.
I would assume we're probably in the middle of this massive field where all the intramurals were played. And then we get to this spot, and it's It was probably like a 10 by 10 or 10 by 20 massive cement box.
Yeah.
Which had 3 other.
Yeah, I know exactly
So it was
what you're
like
talking about.
all the water got dumped in here or something, and then it would be dispersed. So we get into this massive box, which is so cool. And we're just walking around, just smoking
Did
Kuba
you mark
Kubas.
which way was out?
I don't recall.
Because that would have been smart.
It would have been. And we're just having a freaking great time. We're walking around, exploring these pipes. At one point, from a close road, there was a drain pipe, so we kind of got a visual of where the heck we were, and we were by Greek Row at that point. And then we started making our way back. But it was just like, it was so fun. Just walking around, walking underground.
Crouch walking.
In a tunnel and smoking Kuba Kubas. It was the craziest thing. I don't know who told us about it or why we did it.
The
I don't know
exploring
anything
part would be fun.
why
not the
we
Kuba
would do
Kuba
that,
part.
but clearly we were not supposed to do that, and
No.
none of us were claustrophobic, which was nice. But it was just like one of the, I don't even want to say most fun memories, because it was fun, but it was just a strange memory. But every time I see a Kuba Kuba in a shop, my mind instantly goes to drain pipe, intramural fields, South Alabama.
Yeah. I love having
just being idiots.
Something that invokes a memory, whether it's a song. For me, a lot of times, songs will take me back to a particular place in my life. Or for me, smoking the AVO Classic, not only I go to my dad, and that was the reason why I picked this up, is because this is a cigar my dad would always smoke. I'd buy him a box of these for Christmas every year. And so it's just the footnote, the room note of it is just a memory blast, taking me back to walking out in the garage. My dad would be having a cigar. And then when I was in college, this would be the cigar that I'd grab and go sit on front of Cater, the Cater lawn at Auburn with a couple buddies. Not supposed to smoke there, but no one was going to come up and say anything because we weren't drinking or carrying on. We just, after a final, after a test, grab a cigar and sit out there and just chill. And this was always what I gravitated towards. And I don't think I ever smoked anything but these. If they didn't have the AVO Classic, I probably didn't
I've never had it.
buy a cigar.
Never had it.
Really?
Nope.
To me, this is almost the quintessential, what I thought a cigar would be, is what this cigar tastes like. And maybe that's just because it was my first cigar, and the profile is classic. See what they did there?
Go figure.
It's just stupid, and that's a
Yeah.
damn good burn. Normally, we've got the tubo version
Do
of
they
it.
all come in tubas or?
No, you can
Okay.
buy them in the boxes. I was about to say, I don't think I've ever had one out of the tubo. It's got a little cedar spill that you could use to light the cigar if you wanted to, and probably acts as a little humidification device.
It makes it
Adds
smell
a smell.
decent.
Yeah, smells like a humidor, which is a great smell.
I should know this. Are cigars in tubos a little bit more expensive, probably? Maybe by
Probably
$1 or something?
Yeah, I mean, just because they do spend a little bit more in the packaging. But I use these. I used to keep these a lot if I was traveling.
And throw
another cigar in there, and then be
You're
able
looking
to.
really dressed up
Hey,
today.
we got me stylized. Got the little CigarClub embroidered on the
Yeah.
shirt.
Frock it.
Oh, I didn't even see you've got it too. I thought.
Yeah, this is an old one.
Oh, I didn't know you had a CigarClub PFG.
Performance fishing gear, folks.
They're the sponsors for today's
Going back in time, I really wish it was, my first cigar was like a Plasencia 146, something something
you
badass.
can't, no one at the age of 16, 17, 18, legal age can afford a $20 Plasencia.
What is Kuba Kuba? $6, $7?
Probably. In high school, when I was 18, we'd go to the gas station and buy White Owls. And those are like purple flavored.
I mean, I'd rather smoke a Black and Mild than...
Oh, absolutely. I'd rather smoke that than a White Owl because White Owl, I think that's at least long filler. White Owls are most certainly sweepings. Have you smoked a White Owl?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, we need to go to the gas station and smoke it. Do a White Owl short.
I'm in.
It tastes worse than that.
This is horrible.
Nope. Do you know what purple tastes like?
Is that
The color purple.
No.
That's what the cigar tastes like. Picture what the color purple would taste like.
How is that even a thing?
Grape.
Oh.
Shitty grape.
Wow.
That's what a purple White Owl tastes like. I think they have like green apple that tastes like a sour candy. Oh, it's disgusting. Gas. That's the episode. In a pinch, need a cigar. These these are the best gas station cigars to smoke. Oh no, that's how we get cancer.
This is so much better.
It is.
So much better. Yeah, I don't know. It's been clearly 8 or 9 years since I've had that. I'm on the fence if I am pro.
I was gonna say, do you recommend? Would you give that to someone who's never smoked a cigar before but has wanted to smoke a cigar? That's the thing,
because it is a cigar, but it's not a cigar.
It's not what we think of a cigar.
I couldn't live with myself if I gave it. It's just, but then I go back to, I loved these in college.
But think about this though. You may not have, if someone handed you La Familia as your first cigar, there's a good chance you're not going to pick up a cigar again.
Yeah, that is true.
Because it's almost, with Bailey, she loves the Cold Fusion ones, was like really the first cigar that she actually smoked and enjoyed. And because of that, she now enjoys smoking more classic cigars that we enjoy smoking.
I think it'd have to be like a case by case basis.
I think I would have to give that and then this cigar to them and say, here's what.
I could see that.
Here's what these cigars, or any
premium cigar.
And then also here's the other side of the spectrum of non-infused, non-sweetened tip cigars, kind of the more traditional, or we would call traditional. But there's a reason the Acids are, I think, the #1 cigar in the world. So they have their market and they have their fans.
I would probably do the same. But then why even bother with this?
Because they may enjoy that and not this. But
I
after
actually would probably
multiple
give
of those,
them something like this. And if they don't like this, okay, let's try something completely different.
Yeah.
And they would probably like that.
Yeah. With my buddy who my neighbor's 2 houses down, he's thought about smoking cigars and kind of has. And I've kind of taken that approach where I'll give him a Cold Fusion and then I'll give him Principal Accomplice. Mm-hmm. And then now he's like, I'll ask, do you want a sweet cigar? Or do you want, I use the word real cigar, but they're both real cigars.
Yeah, well.
And then, he's like, okay, I'm feeling a real cigar. And I'll give him, kind of working him up. Mm-hmm. Like, I got Magic Toast, I want to give him Gatekeeper. The Principal Accomplice is the one I give him the most of. Customs as well, and really allow that. And even his wife is taking puffs of the cigar and starting to enjoy that as well. So I think there's a kind of a gateway aspect to it as well. But
yeah,
if you like it, you like it. There's no shame in that.
No, I mean, by all means.
Have you ever had like the coffee or the mint ones that Rocky Patel Javas?
No.
Yeah. A lot of people like that with coffee, but I think it's the same thing. It's just the sweet tip gets me.
Yeah, it's so interesting thinking back about smoking these. I don't recall. What's the cigar with like the parrot on it? It made the top 25, the Cristobal or something.
Yeah, San Cristobal.
I think that was like my not second cigar, but like my first real
quote unquote
cigar. And it was always I was always traveling either at the beach or whatever, go to the local cigar shop. I don't know why I was migrated to the parrot cigar.
Yeah.
That's what I called it. But it came in a tube.
I knew exactly what you're talking about.
It was a tubo. I was like, oh, this is fancy as shit. Couldn't tell you if I liked it or not, but it just seems like the progression of cigars.
I know one year for my birthday or Christmas, Bailey bought me a Cigar International humidor special that was a small 25 count humidor filled with probably 25 cheapest cigars that you could find, the Vegas Golds and trying to think of some of the other, oh God, what's the name of it? Well, a bunch of just cheap cigars. And that was kind of the next step in trying something that wasn't an AVO. And did you make that? I'm going to call it a mistake, falling into the trap of this sampler's cheap and gives me a bunch of cigars that it looks like it's a $100 value for $10.
I never really got into samplers. I was never that frequent of a cigar smoker. Mm-hmm. It was storm drains, random like beach trips or whatever.
Yeah.
And then there was like a long lag or a long lull of not smoking. And then really leading up until coming to CigarClub, I obviously started smoking a lot more, but it's unfortunately my story's not that exciting.
No, the storm drain is actually pretty sick.
But it's like, It's so stupid.
Because I remember doing something like that. This is not to throw shade at you, but I remember doing that when I was like 5 or 6 years old.
Well,
Like
I mean, we basically
going out,
still are 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah, that's true. Going out and exploring a random drain that you're walking. We didn't have phones back then. We did not have flashlights, so we're literally walking and stopping when you hear a hiss. And all right, everyone back up.
Yeah, it's just like, what the hell? Just walking in a storm drain. Or I guess we were just looking for cool stuff, but
There's a part of me, this is a completely off tangent, but somewhat relatable. I love urban exploration of like abandoned buildings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And every time I pass a derelict house that's fallen apart or it's got windows up driving rural Alabama, I always want to stop and go through those. Like, surely there's a old wild turkey bottle in there somewhere that's just
Wouldn't that be nice?
completely ruined, but
Yeah. I'm dreading this episode for a long time because I knew
that you're going to have to take one
I have
puff
to
and then
face
call
my
it quits.
fears live, and
Well, just wait till we go to a gas station and have to smoke.
I'm more excited about that than this.
Did you, when you smoked Black and Milds, do you inhale those? Like a
I
cigarette?
don't think I did, no.
I think I did. I think we used to in the parking lot. I would inhale Black and Milds, and I
I
don't
would
know
only
if you're
do wood
supposed to.
tips.
Yeah,
Wood tips.
we did the plastic tips.
Yeah, I was more fancy than that.
Oh wow, we were broke.
Spent the extra.
I was smoking
15
White Owl's
cents.
gas station White Owls and Black and Milds.
Yeah, I would actually like to try another Black and Mild because
They smell great.
they do,
They smell absolutely wonderful.
and they're quick. I could do that. I should try that again.
We both do White Owls and we both do Black and Milds, and we'll see which one's better as our go-to.
Yeah, we could do that.
It's not going to be White Owl. It's going to be the Black and Milds, 100%.
Is
but-
the White Owl in like the plastic?
Yeah, yeah.
The terrible bag or whatever it is?
Yeah, I'll share a. Yeah, well, no, those are the wrappers.
Oh.
You can actually get a full White Owl cigar, but the ones in the wrappers are for rolling your own cigar or cigarette.
Of
And
course.
nothing else. I'll share a fun story off camera because it's not camera appropriate about White Owls, and he'll bring it back up in a later episode. But at least I didn't say it myself here.
Can't wait.
Yeah, it's great doing stupid things with cigars. But yeah, I think this still holds up. I have a couple in my humidor that sit there. These get really good with age. I like taking them out of the cello and putting them directly on
I'll try one day.
the wood planks, just like kind of the purpose of having the cedar in here. These kind of pick up the humidor really nicely and just add a little more woody notes to it. But it's creamy, it's cedar. It's not, there's no transition. It's
Yeah.
the same from start to finish, but
Yeah.
it's consistent. They know how to roll these.
$10.
Yeah, $8 to $10. Yeah, it's just, I hate to use the word classic because it's in the name, but it's just to me, bourbon, this is a classic cigar, and McKenna Bottled and Bond is classic bourbon. And
Yeah,
I think,
it's a good point.
they pair well, but drinking a garage beer lager,
There you go.
this goes really well.
Goes with everything. I freaking love that beer.
This is
Well,
good. It's a little shorter episode, but I'm not going to ask you to relight that. And
don't ask for tasting notes.
sweet sugar and a weird infused taste that has no actual flavors to it.
I would encourage, if you remember your first cigar, go back and try it.
Mm-hmm.
See if you like it. See if you want to throw it off the balcony, which I'm going to do in 5 minutes.
Honestly, I was waiting to see if you were going to try to get it out the window over there.
There's no shot that would happen. Go back and try it. And in this case, definitely do not like it. Still 50-50 if I'd recommend it. I would probably do the one
of
two
each,
punch.
yeah.
See what sticks. But let us know what the first cigar was, if you recall. And did you love it or did you hate it? And you still smoke it.
Yeah. Would you still smoke it or would you give it to someone?
I'm
to
sure
smoke?
there's people that are still smoking their first cigar.
Just lingering. Look at her go. Is that a giveaway or we just wanted to know?
I was curious.
Just curious. Mm-hmm. We gonna do a giveaway?
Of course.
I got nothing. You took away my giveaway question, and I don't have anything to give away. I'm not giving away a Kuba Kuba.
Let's just do a 5-pack sampler.
Okay. I'll put it together. We'll put it together.
5-pack sampler. Let us know your first ever cigar. You love it, you hate it.
Yeah.
Do you still smoke it? Just tell us whatever you want to tell us.
Yeah. You could lie to us. You could be honest to us.
Was it a Kuba Kuba?
Would you smoke a Kuba Kuba?
Do you still smoke Kuba Kubas?
And there's nothing wrong if you do.
Yeah.
Would you, all right, real quick, and I know you're never going to smoke that again. Could you try to pair something with that?
No.
Not a chance?
I mean,
Like a soda, maybe?
I was thinking like Diet Coke.
Something to match the sweetness?
I mean,
Or mask the sweetness,
I would probably
rather?
die from sugar overload.
Oh, God. You could die without the Diet Coke.
Yeah, probably Diet Coke or something that could
Match.
pull the taste away from your lips.
Maybe like an old-fashioned that's got some sugar into it and some bourbon to kind of match it, orange, a little acidity.
Maybe.
But
I don't recommend
I wouldn't
it.
try it.
I don't recommend it.
Well, yeah. So in the comments below, let us know the first cigar that you've ever smoked. Would you smoke it again? Have you smoked a Kuba Kuba? And we'll pick from the comments, pick a winner, send you a random sampler.
Yep.
But that was it. This was a good one. I'm glad you got at least 2 puffs in. And
Wasn't a great one, but
no. But you did it. You did it for the family.
Yeah.
So, but thank you for joining us for another Cigar Club podcast. Until next time, happy smoking.
and smoke something good. Damn it, better than Acid Kuba Kubas.
Yeah.